Good evening, my dear brothers and friends. I'd like to welcome you to have a little interview and performance with Yogel, Yaakov, Yismach, Yisrael, Yaakov, Yisrael Goodman, Yaakov, Yisrael Stern, some know me as. Anyways, I'd like to welcome you to actual live music. Nothing pre-recorded. I don't go to Simchahs, pre-recorded, everything recorded, and pretend to sing along like with a tape, like some players do. Or some players put on a CD to play for the slow music because they have no patience to play slow music or practice slow music, mealtime music. I actually performed the entire Simchah the way it's supposed to be done. The original way, the real live musician player, the real stuff. Yep. There's a lot of phony out there. Some people play with their fingers like hot dogs. Some people pretend like they know how to play. And they get out there and they get stuck between keys and sound horrible. But not the Yogel, Yaakov, Yismach happens to be the best band. Anyways, this is just like 6 of my speakers out here. My sound system, I still have a recording system, and another 3 speakers. Even though I'm using Yamaha PSRS 900 as my bottom bass programmer, but it has a lot of stuff. It's the Mini Tyrus 1. Yamaha happens to be a very good keyboard. And the top I use actually a 20-year-old keyboard, but since I'm a talented player and a talented musician upkeeping and instruments, I don't break my instruments like some other people do. They abuse their instruments as they play. I play professionally the way it's supposed to be toned. The fingers maneuver right. You don't slam the keyboard so it splits on the stand in the middle like some players do. They jam on the keyboard and also splits the middle like, you know. Some people are just klutzes, as they say. Anyways, we're going to have a little performance of some old, basically Orthodox Jewish music, Heimish music, basically as they call it, and some mealtime songs, basically some Leipziger music if we get to it. But basically this is a performance to show basically that skilled performance. I'm playing since I'm 6 years old. I'm 42. Thank God by now. Baruch Hashem by now. And talented player. I still started playing when my brother Batzal bought me a 14-key keyboard when I was 6 years old, and I figured out on the spot 5 songs that I learned Cheder back then in Satmar and Wellsburg and Zutnik that we used to sing as little kids. And I still remember the songs beside Buni, and some people don't even remember it. The famous Satmar song is like this. That was the beside Buni that I learned when I was 6 years old. Then there was I don't remember exactly ones, maybe, but this one's and then there was several songs I remember since I was a little kid. I learned that at that spot. And then Makimi, that was one of the Kabbalah songs, but they used to play it then. That's why I learned when I was a little kid. And now I'm playing professionally with 2 hands. I can play the Makimi song basically with 2 hands. That's basically it. But basically we're going to play it now. We'll start with Oidei Shvun. I know some people don't know it so well. Some people know it very well. But we'll do it basically keyboard style. And we'll go into some other songs, some nice Heimische. Als Liebe schmelzt, so would say, verzartigste Negine. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the show. Tonight is Tuesday night, Parshas Vayishlach Yaakov Malachim, and Malachim Mamish, as Rashi says, and it's Tavshin Pei Aleph, basically, and it's Tes Zayin of Kislev. So I basically play by any simchas, basically going from Chnas, weddings, bar mitzvahs, shev brachos, and anything you call me for, as long as it matches the right price. And I would like to let you know, I'd like to start an organization under people could send me checks for Yogel, Yaakov, Yismach, Yisrael, made out to 1790 Swarthmore, Suite 11, Lakeland, New Jersey, 08701. They can make out checks to fund for certain people that can't pay for bar mitzvahs, and they can send a check for that bar mitzvah. They can call me, they're sending a check for that bar mitzvah. Like, let's say it's a yasam or a broken family that can't afford it. I could do the Simchah for free and someone else could pay for it. I could arrange such occasions. And people give donate basically to this band, so we can actually do some simchas for charity, basically for bar mitzvahs, for Simon, and for almanas, and for weddings for almanas and things like that. Even though there's already these organizations, and most organizations have that they fund for these occasions, for music and the whole party and everything else. But let's say sometimes people call me. I get very rare calls for simchas. I don't know why. I guess town is too overjealous of me, so they're trying to snob me out. That's basically what the truth is. And it's like some musicians, they'll sit and learn, and then they'll send someone call me on the phone while I'm singing Beis Medrash to play for Chnas at that moment. Like, what a joke. Yeah, really, right, to set up a whole show. Oh, it's just a small thing. Yeah, that's very nice. Anyways, and then there's some people that they just call and they get bargain down prices somewhere else. But we could basically match any price. The usual price for bar mitzvah is $500. Most big halls. Smaller halls, like, the smaller base blotter madrashim is $200 or $250 or $150 in the house or $100 in the house. Some bar mitzvahs I do that. I mean, when I come just with the double deck and a bass speaker, it's a bass speaker, a keyboard amp basically, into a house. This keyboard amp has its own equalizer. I have two of these. I have a Fender and a PV. And come into a house, and we do the Simchah basically for, let's say, $100 for in the house school, basically in a small house school, if I'm available. I mean, it's not always I'm available. I have plenty of other things I do also. I'm an electrician, handyman, musician, truck driver, bus driver. I'm a talented person, and people are very overjealous about that, of course, because how can you do so many things? People always ask, how can you do so many things? It's a person supposed to accomplish in life, be accomplished. Only stick to one thing. Illusional donkeys, the children of illusional donkeys, or Bilam's donkey, basically, they're illusional, so they hardly go on one rope. They can hardly walk on one rope. Hardly go one lane, basically. They have to take 3 lanes when they're driving the road because they're so illusional. Anyways, so we'll start with all the Yeshua basically, and we'll see if the Olam, the crowd likes me, like my music, and some people, basically the Balminska crowd is very overwhelmed with my ex-father-in-law, Dodi Cheskel Pelms, that he's overwhelmed. I'm a musician and talented, and he's so jealous of me. He wants me so badly to marry his daughter, when she's not even a match. I should have never met her. Anyways, so that's the funny joke of the world. Some lunatic illusional donkey's daughter wants to marry the most talented person. Anyways, so Anyway, so we'll go on with the performance, and we'll like to let everybody know that Yaakov Yismach is a real person, not a person from a fake universe, basically, as they say, that they need a sperm donor, basically. So, he's the most talented person, basically. So anyway, so we'll make a performance, basically, and basically, if people like this, basically they can call me at 732-492-1011 or 848-245-7887 and reserve me for the Simchah, or whatever it is called. And if they can't afford to pay, we can arrange somehow that someone else should pay. And if not, we just won't be available, basically. I mean, we don't do everything for free. Not always everything is for free. Sometimes I do for my own relatives for free because, I owe them as a relative. But otherwise, nothing is for free in this world. Anyways, so we'll start. 2, 3, 4. A1. 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 Yeah. Nothing better. Can't get better than that. Anyways, have a great evening, and make sure to make that phone call. Make that phone call. Your Simchah is there.